Think about the last event you went to. A 5K race, a school fundraiser, a Cub Scout meeting, a company picnic. Look around. What does everyone have in common? Shirts, custom shirts, everywhere. Custom apparel is a $20 billion industry, and here's the part no one's talking about. A huge chunk of these shirts aren't coming from some giant factory. They're being made by someone working out of a spare bedroom with a $500 heat press and a free Canva account. That's it. What if you could become that person and pocket $30,000 a year doing it on the side? Or even better, what if you could skip the equipment entirely and make 40 to 50 by selling for a company that handles all the production? Today on Moonlight or Die, we're asking, can you really make 30,000 extra selling t-shirts? We're walking through all of it, what it costs, what you charge, how you land your first orders, and whether the math actually works. Welcome to Moonlight or Die, where we break down real business ideas and ask one question. Could you actually build this as a side hustle? No dreams, just numbers and reality. You've got two choices, keep scrolling or start building it after hours. Let's get into it. Every youth sports league needs jerseys. Every school club needs spirit wear. Every small business owner eventually looks around and says, we should get shirts made. And then they Google it and they get hit with confusing pricing, minimum orders, and turnaround times that don't work. You know what people actually want? Someone local, someone reliable, someone who can say, send me your logo, pick your colors, and I'll handle the rest. That's you. You're not competing with giant print shops. You're the person in the community who is making it easy. All right, let's talk money, because that's why you're here. Custom t-shirts sell for $18 to $30 for individual orders and $12 to $20 for shirts in bulk. Hats can run $20 to $35, hoodies $35 to $50. A single shirt won't change your life, but a 100-piece order for a local business, that's a very profitable afternoon. Here's what it costs to start. A heat press can run $300 to $800, vinyl cutter $250 to $500, starter inventory of blank shirts from suppliers like Sanmar, SNS, about $200. You can be in business for $750 to $1,500. That's it. If you want to add embroidery down the road, these machines are considerably more expensive, running $5,000 to $10,000 for just a small one, but you absolutely don't need that day one. So let's do the $30,000 math. If you produce shirts yourself, your cost is roughly $8. That includes the blanks, the vinyl, the supplies. Sell it for $20 and you're making about $12 per shirt. To hit $30,000, you need to move about 2,500 shirts a year. That's roughly 50 shirts a week. At 2 to 5 minutes per press, a 50 shirt run takes about 3 hours and maybe an hour design. 4 to 5 hours a week of actual work, you can hit $30K a year, and that's real. Oh, and that $700,000 you invested, you made that back in the first month. But here's where this really works as a Moonlight gig. Designing a logo or layout takes 15 to 30 minutes using something simple like Canva. Pressing shirts is fast, 2 to 5 minutes each. A 50 shirt order is done in about 3 hours. That's it. Now think about that. You just produced $600 to $1,000 worth of product in one evening. Find me a side hustle that pays that. I'll wait. The best part? This can fit around your life. Design work happens during lunch breaks or after the kids go to bed. Production gets batched on evenings or weekends. You're looking at maybe 8 to 10 hours a week during busy stretches and less during slower weeks. It scales with demand, which means you control the throttle. This is where it gets fun, because your first customers, you already know them. Your kid's school, the church you attend, the little league down the street, the CrossFit gym you go to. These group order shirts consistently, and right now they're probably overpaying some faceless website to do it. Walk in and say, hey, I can do it for you faster and cheaper. That's your first order. Beyond your immediate circle, post in your local Facebook groups. Get on Nextdoor, set up an Etsy shop for custom or trending designs. That gives you a passive sales channel running 24/7. Offer a first order discount to get momentum in the beginning. And here's the magic of this business: repeat orders. Once you deliver a great order for a school or sports team, they're coming back next season and the season after that. And they're telling other organizations about you. This is a relationship business, and those relationships compound. Here's one of the biggest decisions that you're going to face in this business, and it's worth thinking about early. Do you make it yourself, or do you choose to outsource? If you make it yourself, your cost is around $8 and you're going to sell for $20. That's a $12 profit per shirt, great margins, but it takes your time. If you outsource to a contract decorator, your cost jumps to about $14, your sell price stays at $20, and you're keeping $6 per shirt. Less margin, but zero production time. Smart operators do both. Small runs and custom one-offs. In-house, keep those fat margins on a 500 bulk shirt order. Outsource it. Free up your time, still collect the check. That's how you scale without burning out. All right, let's keep it real, because I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this is all upside. Inventory management is tricky. You're juggling sizes, colors, and styles, and nothing kills momentum like telling a customer that you're out of their size. Customers will change designs at the last minute. You'll be tempted to underprice your work to win a deal, and it's easy to fall into the trap of spending 2 hours perfecting a design that should have only taken 20 minutes. The fix for all this? Systems, clear pricing sheets, and design revision limits. Ordering blanks only after you've confirmed the order. These aren't sexy, but they're the difference between a hobby and a business. So let me paint a picture of who really does crush it in this business. If you're creative, you like to make things. Maybe you've been messing around with designs on Canva or Photoshop and thought, I could actually sell this. You can. Maybe you're a stay-at-home parent pressing shirts while the kids nap. Maybe you're a teen who wants to learn how business actually works, not from a textbook, but from taking orders and delivering the product. Maybe you're plugged into a community, the schools, the churches, the sport leagues, and you realize that you're sitting on a gold mine of repeat customers and you just haven't tapped into it yet. This business doesn't care about your background. It cares about one thing. Can you deliver a great product and show up when you say it will? If yes, you're automatically qualified. And here's the beautiful part. This isn't a one and done hustle. Every order leads to another order. Every happy customer tells someone else, where'd you get that shirt? You're not starting over every month, you're building on these relationships. Now, before I wrap up, I want to put something on your radar that most people in this space completely overlooked, and I mentioned it earlier. What if you didn't own a heat press at all? What if you didn't want to stock blanks, press vinyl, or clean up your garage after a late night production run? What if you just used your relationships and sold? There are larger promotional companies out there, companies like Halo, Geiger, Shermo, and others that are actively looking for independent sales reps. You become a seller. They handle the production, the fulfillment, the inventory, all of it. Your job is to bring in the orders. You're the relationship person, the one who walks into the Little League board meeting or the local business networking event and says, I can get those shirts made for you. And here's what's wild. The commissions on reseller arrangements can realistically put $40,000 to $50,000 a year in your pocket without ever touching the heat press. You're leveraging someone else's infrastructure and getting paid for that one thing that matters most in this industry, the customer relationship. So whether you want to build it hands-on or sell for a bigger company, this industry has a path for you. Pick the one that fits your life. So, can you make $30,000 extra selling shirts? Well, here's what I'll tell you. The math works at just 50 shirts a week with solid margins. Scale up with bigger orders at hats and hoodies, and $30K is absolutely within reach for a part-time operation. And if you go the reseller route, $40 to $50K is on the table without any production at all. Look, decorated apparel isn't flashy. No one's making a documentary about it, but it's community driven, it's repeatable, and the startup cost is practically nothing. That's the kind of Moonlight business worth building. And here's what I need you to understand. You can do this. I'm not saying that to be motivational. I'm saying it because I just walked you through every piece of it. The startup cost is a few $100. The skills are learnable in a weekend. The customers are already in your life. Everything that you need to start this business, you already have or you can get this week. So if you're sitting there thinking, this could actually work. Trust that feeling, because it can. If you want to go deeper, pricing templates, supplier lists, reseller company breakdowns, everything laid out step by step, head over to our website. We built it specifically to take you from listening to launching. And that's what Moonlight or Die is all about. Building something real in the margins of your day. Because sometimes the best way to change your life is to start building it after hours. This is Moonlight or Die. Now go get it.